Why trusting your body and trusting in birth is not enough to have a good natural birth. Let's go through in just a couple minutes today why this popular belief about pregnancy and birth fails at getting you the birth you want, even though it sounds really good on the surface. Now, if you're listening today and you want some practical tips to help you through your natural birth, let me know, because I would love to drop you my 11 mom-tested techniques for handling labor. These absolutely will help you have some concrete practical steps to work through your birthing time. And if you get them right now, they will become intuitive and instinctive by the time you get to your baby's birthday. Just drop me a line and I will shoot that your way. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Kristen and I am a pregnancy coach. I work with mamas all over the world. I've had 8 babies of my own, all naturally, and I help mamas have a healthy pregnancy and prepare for awesome natural births. Each day, I'm bringing you an actionable tip that will help you prepare to give your baby a beautiful beginning. Like I said, today I want to talk to you about this popular belief that sounds really good on the surface, which is trust your body, trust your baby, trust birth, and everything will be fine. And let's talk about why it doesn't always work out that way. The first thing that I want you to realize, and if you watched my video yesterday, which was on why you shouldn't watch natural birth videos, at least not without listening to what I have to say first, it plays into that, which is this societal conditioning that we have. So if you think about women in the past, when they were living in societies where women were around each other a lot, where birth was just something that women did. And so from a young age, you were probably with the women and you were seeing other women give birth. Your mom have your siblings, your aunties giving birth, the women in your community giving birth. Then birth was a much more intuitive thing. And even when you read anthropological studies of women who go out alone and give birth, because there's some traditional cultures where that happens, you still see that the way that women talked about birth was that it was a normal thing. This was something she was going to be able to do, just like all of the other women in the tribe or in the group. Today, we have really negative conditioning about birth, and you have to get through that. And just like when we think about doing any type of overcoming our own negative conditioning or past biases or anything like that, sometimes it takes work. You can't just say positive affirmations and know everything is going to go fine. Okay, some of you may be able to because you're just in this open spot where you kind of embody that. But for most of us, there's a lot going on, and just giving a pat, well, birth is natural, I trust birth, I trust my body, is probably not going to be enough. You've got to do more than that. So you have to do a level of surrender and a level of, but it's not surrender to an outside force. In fact, that's part of the thing. It's surrender to your own power and to your own autonomy and to your own ability to make your decisions and direct your birth. And so as you can see, just from what I said, there's a lot in there, especially for any modern day woman and all of the things that we face, all of the lack of confidence that we struggle with. There's just so much going on when we think about that, and so much that you need to work through. And so a big part of pregnancy is working through all of that internal stuff and being ready to have a natural birth. And that's serious preparation. And many women want a guide to take them through that, which is why I offer pregnancy coaching and why women seek out midwifery type care and those other things, because you intuitively understand that there's a little bit more to it than just having the baby. And part of it is that internal work. You could say spiritual work, but there's a lot going on. Shedding the conditioning, working through your own confidence issues, becoming confident in yourself, in your own strength, in your own power, in your own ability to call the shots, in your own body, which you may have a, testy relationship with. So there's a lot to be done there. Another thing is that yes, birth is natural, right? But it is a step up. So it's like saying, okay, I'm going to run today for, a little bit. I'm going to run to the mailbox or something. Or the phone's ringing and it's across the house and I'm going to go sprint, right? Most of us could do that. But you're not going to go out and run a marathon tomorrow unless you've been preparing for it, right? So birth is like that. Okay, you can't just say, I know that my body, running is natural, I believe that my body can do this, and then you're gonna go run a marathon tomorrow. It's just not how it works. And nobody would think that you were crazy for saying, I wanna do some training, I wanna do some preparation. So the same is true with birth. Birth is, on some levels, an athletic event, which is why sports analogies work well. And when you prepare yourself for that, then you do better. And that preparation doesn't necessarily have to look like sweating to the oldies or lifting heavy weights or anything like that. But that preparation probably does mean things like walking, breathing, relaxing, getting comfortable with your body, understanding tension and relaxation in your body. And it may involve learning some skills, like in my 11 mom tested labor techniques handout, which you should definitely drop a line below so that I can send to you. Because when you have those techniques, when you've done that preparation, then these things become part of you, that inner work becomes part of you, and then you're ready to trust your body. Then you understand and have done this deep inner work, and you're ready for that birth, and you've got the physical resilience and the readiness and the strength within yourself and the honor and respect for yourself and what you and your baby will do. So with that, definitely let me know if you want that handout, the 11 mom tested labor techniques, and I will be back to see you tomorrow.